Do you know the quickest way to get your dog to walk on a leash? If you don't, stay tuned and we'll jump on that now. Hello, welcome from Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm Felix Rizal of Dog Train Beyond, and I got another great video for you guys for training. Now, I've been training dogs for a long time, so I always try to show people the fastest, easiest way to get things done. Nova was a husky that stayed here for training, born trained, and she was a puller. She was very high energy, out control, all above. So what we're going to do is, in this video, you're going to see me work her, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Prong collar is a great tool used the right way. People look at it and they look, oh my God, my dog's going to die. I'm going to kill my dog. I'm going to hurt it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That is true if you use it the wrong way, but that's true of everything. If I get a hammer, I could build a beautiful bird house. I could build a doll house. I could build a house. But that same hammer, I could hit someone over the head and kill them, right? So it depends on what you use that tool for will determine what the outcome's going to be. She's out of focus. She's just like all over the place. Her collar fell off, a regular collar. And she's just over. She doesn't know what to do. She usually gets her way. She used to get her way. And all I'm doing is I'm just walking one direction and then walking the other. Not asking her to do anything because she doesn't know what to do. I'm just moving and she's supposed to stay with me. I gave a little quick correction there, but I'm moving opposite direction each way. Just move about. So on my driveway, I'm going up and down. Just up and down. Why am I going up and down? It's her job to stay with me. It's her job to focus on me. You see, right there, she's settling down. I shortened up the leash because the leash was a little too much. So you have to, I just want to make this point. When you are working your dog, there's no set pattern. There's no set way of doing it. Every dog is different. Every person is different. Every living being is different. So we have to address it accordingly. So at that moment, too much leash was a little too hectic for her. So I shortened up the leash right away. And that started to make better progress. If you're in the Poughkeepsie area or near Poughkeepsie or Dutchess County, click below for a free consultation. See, she's more under control. So you see, this was my first session with her. And as you see, she was all over the place and now shortening up the leash. I normally give the dog a lot of leash and they do well. But for her, it was totally opposite. I'm giving her micro corrections. I call those micro corrections. Why I call those micro corrections? Because I'm barely moving my arm. If you see, I'm not really moving my arm much. And you could adjust, and you could agree, and hopefully you will agree, that these pressures I'm doing on her are very, very, very little. They're very little. I cannot exhibit that much force with that little movement. But guess what's going on? She's gotten way better. If you notice, you see how I'm just correcting her very little. You don't see her reacting, and she's doing very nice. Now she's walking perfect. Now, if you notice, when she's next to me and she's not pulling, the collar and the leash is loose. I want you to take a step. I want you to look at that. It's very loose, and when she goes out of the range, you see she's going ahead. She forges forward. It tightens up, and I correct her. So right there, I mark the behavior, and I reward her. So you can still reward with food, with the walk. Every dog's different once again. So she definitely was enjoying it. So she's going a little crazy here. That's her normal. And then I just stay calm. You have to stay calm. If you don't stay calm and start going crazy, you are going to lose the battle. The dog's going to win. The dog wants hectic. You want calm and assertiveness. You want to be assertive. Not chaotic, but assertive. See that? And this is one method of holding the leash, holding the whole leash in one hand. With dogs that are not difficult, I will do that with, or they're trained, I'll do that with. But if it's a stronger dog that I really need to deal with or work really a little bit more, I will hold hold the leash with 2 hands. I know this is getting a little boring, but I want you to analyze. You see, this is what you can do with your dog. You get a prong collar, you're popping the leash directly back. So if you notice when I do it, I'm popping the leash as if there's someone behind me. All right, just enough to stop the dog from foraging, to pull. Stop the dog from pulling, foraging forward, and I'm giving her a reward. Now, there's going to be trainers and people out there say, "Oh, the dog is in front of you." I don't care. I don't care. We're not going to do competition. We're not going to enter some dog sport. I'm training the dog to be a nice dog pet. This is not competition. If the dog steps in front of me, that is perfectly fine. I seriously doubt that's going to be a huge issue at all in this dog's future. There's situations where I would not encourage the dog to come forward, as if this dog was in Manhattan, is used to be in the streets. You go across the road, you don't want the dog to step in front of you, especially even the edge. So you will want that dog to be beside you. But this dog does not live in the city. This dog lives up here in the woods. So that's not a problem. The issue in hand was just to teach the dog to walk nicely. So she turns around, she gets out of position. No damn big deal. No issue, no big deal. So I'm working out a little bit of obedience. I'm changing a little bit. So I'm trying to get her to sit. She's being a little bit hesitant. And say, and then I got to sit. Beautiful. That's perfect. I was not, and just for any people unsure, I was not hanging the dog. I was lifting the dog up. When you lift the head up, the butt sits down. So negative reinforcement would be providing pressure upward to make the dog sit. Negative reinforcement. If you don't know what that is, watch my other videos or look up operative conditioning. I asking the dog to do sit again. I'm throwing in some additional stuff, a stay. So this is stuff you could do in the street. You could do Lowe's. She sort of got up, so now I made her sit all the way. She's in anticipation. This is anticipate. She likes to anticipate. She likes to think for herself and not listen to what is being told to her. So that's where I'm showing her, no. You guys sit. You're not getting up. I know you're waiting for food or treat. So I'm moving around a little bit. This is my sit on the leash. I just move back and forth. I don't go behind her. That's beautiful. So we started to walk, and then I threw some obedience. If you want to get your dog under control, this is what you can do. This is lesson 1 for this dog, people. Lesson 1. She's always pulled. Look at that. Look at beautiful walk. We are working a lot of stuff. We're working getting her under control in a short amount of time, really quick. We're asking more of her than we ever did before. These are things that you have to get with your dog. Look at beautiful, beautiful. She's focused on me. Is this going to help my walk? Absolutely. It's absolutely good. She's looking around. That's fine. But you know what she's also doing? She gave me a lot more focus she's ever given me before. Plus, I am doing other stuff that she needs. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful session. And that was our first session. First session. One of the issues she came in, she cannot be walked on a leash. And you saw right there, in a short amount of time, I was able to get her under the leash, and I even went down the wrong path. I did long line, and that long line was not helping her. When I first learned to dog train, that was the first step of teaching a dog to walk. So I still do that, and it still helps a lot of dogs. But I shortened up the leash really quickly, and that was actually the real benefit of helping her, was shortening up that leash. And then once she got that, once her walking is really nice, and I see she's comfortable, I add some obedience to get more focus, more alpha. Work this up here, work that brain up here, make her work. She knew all those other stuff. She knows stay, she knew sit. We were working on that before. So now I add that to it. A little distraction, a little timing. Make her sit for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Release her. Go back to the walk. We walk, bop, bop, bop. Go and sit. Go and stay. Go and do this. And that's what's going to help you with your dog. So I hope you enjoy this. We're going to do some more videos like this. I'm going to analyze myself. I'm going to tell you what I do. This is something I want you to watch and learn from, because this will help you and your dog walk much better. Keep on watching. I'll see you guys soon.